Hi guys, welcome to Kumbaya Corner. Honestly, I'm not gonna act like I don't know it has been a while, but I guess it's been long enough to call this a season two. So I'm gonna go with that. This is season two of Kumbaya Corner, and I will be starting this season with a stream of consciousness episode. Yeah. If you're not familiar with what a stream of consciousness episode is, just imagine journaling out loud. I'm basically sharing what I've been thinking of lately. Or this is a joint. Well, how do I even say it? I don't know. I'm just sharing what has been on my mind lately. Like not just what has been on my mind, but being on my mind kept me up at night, had me absolutely torn when I heard slash saw slash read it. Whatever. It's just been there. So I will be sharing. And going strong is I watched Interstellar recently, and I know I'm late to the party, but like I genuinely believe that things come to you when you are ready to receive them, if that makes sense. Like it's like this thing I saw that was like, I feel like books know when you're ready to read them, because I don't know if anyone else has had a situation, even or a movie or even a song or anything, it comes out and then you're just like, I'm not ready to listen to this one yet, like, and then there's a time that it will just come to you and you're like, oh yeah, I'm ready to take this in now. So that is how I feel about the media that I consume, like books, movies, everything. Like you can recommend a movie to me and then I won't watch it until like much later, because it's just like I see, like, yeah, it's definitely something I would be interested in, but my mind is just in a different place right now. I'm not ready to receive that.
So yeah, I did watch Interstellar recently, and honestly, all I can say is I don't know what to do. So I don't know what to do, but I'm glad I finally decided to give it a watch because I was so amazed after. And I took notes, of course. First thing I took note was that you can't change the past. You can only fulfill it. And I just need everybody to take that in for a moment. That was what happened in the movie. I guess in retrospect, the main Cooper didn't know he was trying to change the past, you know. But then he did try to change it, and then his efforts to try to change it was just a whole cycle. It was just him now fulfilling it. He basically he went into space, and then he tried to being in space, blah blah blah. You know how time is, and then it's like he now got to a point where he could send himself a message. He could see what was happening, but it was kind of what led him here. So that had already happened to him. But this was a situation where he thought, oh, if he does this, it will change it. But he received that message from himself, and then he still went, and it was just like, bro, that was crazy. And it was just like, you can't actually change the past. All your attempts to change it will only fulfill it. And then that also reminded me of, like, in the Bible, when Jesus said, like, do not think I have come to abolish the law of the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. And it's just like a whoa moment for me. Like, yeah, take with that what you may. It's like that statement, or even watching the movie and then, it happening in the Bible, it was all like it felt like an answer to a question, but then there was still a question. Like, it's still a question mark for me, but then it was an eye-opening thing as well. Also, him also trying to fulfill, like, the concept of fulfilling something proves that there is something for you to fulfill, i.e., like our destinies. And I don't know if it's just me that, and I don't know, I find myself in these small conversations, like, about destiny versus free will, blah, blah, blah. And it's like destiny is equal to deterministic casualty, not mystical fate, but the inevitability built into space-time geometry. So Kuba's choice to go into the black hole because that was the way he would basically find his way back home while he was in space. It was wrote free and pre-written. He decided on his own that he was going to do it, but it was like pre-written in the sense of like, yeah, you are going to make that decision. And I think that is insane. It feels like such a fight. Like, okay, so do I have free will or not? Like, yeah, you have free will. But then it's like, you have already been written. So it's like, your free will lead you to choose what this has said you will choose, if that makes sense. And it's like, whoa. So free will existing inside determinism, like determination. So you feel agency, but every move already fits the pattern required to close the loop. And it's like, but in a simple way, I guess that just really explains to me that destiny isn't imposed, it's discovered. You only realize the path that you're supposed to be on after walking it. So, yeah, that was very eye-opening for me. That was that about Interstellar. But I've just been in the whirlpool of that realization. And the more I like meditate on it, the more I feel like aligned in the like right now. Yeah, basically. I'm just feeling very aligned with my purpose, quote unquote. And it's like, yeah, okay, so what's your purpose? What's your purpose? It's like, I don't know what the big picture is, but I'm definitely working in it. So it's like amazing. It makes me happy in that sense. Yeah. And then the second thing that has been on my mind is like, everyone is eating banana bread. Can we actually talk about this? Like, let me say something. I love banana bread just like the next person, right? But it just feels like all of a sudden, everywhere I turn, we are either making or eating banana bread. And it's not just on social media. Like, you can say, oh, yeah, social media, the algorithm, blah, blah, blah. But when I tell you I've been on a social media break for like a while, like, blah, blah, and then I'm just back, I've been on it for like, let me say 2 months, give or take, is not really like a cold turkey break. It's like I'm regulating my use. I mean, I try to, but like, yeah, that's what has been going on. So it's like I'm not chronically online this period of time, and then I'm back, and it's like before I left, I know banana bread was still trending, and then I'm back, and I'm still seeing it, and then I'm talking to my friend about it, and she's like, oh, she was literally saying going to say she was going to make banana bread tomorrow, and I'm like, whoa, like what is going on? I know trends are normal, and in retrospect, it does feel very, very culty that everybody is doing banana bread because do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's normal because like I'm looking at this from like a fly on the wall perspective. It's like I'm spotting the trend. Like it's normal to when you spot like a fashion trend or music, but spotting a food trend in real time, it just feels very, very mind blowing. Because how did all our appetites just align? Do you know what I mean? It feels so bizarre. Yeah. And I don't even know what it means, but it just feels a bit odd. Like it feels like we're all engaging in shared behavior and no one is questioning it. And I have to like, I don't know if I'm the only one that's like, whoa, guys, I want to be the one to question it. But yeah, I'm just mind blown because I realized that we're inside like a cultural ripple, watching it from above rather than being inside of it. That's how I feel about this banana bread propaganda. I call everything a propaganda. My latest Substack article is called The Post Perfectionist Propaganda. And I literally came up with the title while I was writing it. And it's just like, the other end of realizing that perfectionism is actually not real. Like, it's actually not real. That was what hit me. And then I was like, whoa, so it's a propaganda. After perfectionism just loses its grip on your life, it's a story you tell yourself after realizing perfectionism doesn't work. And it really doesn't, because you trying to make it perfect is stopping you from, living in the present and building on building yourself. I don't know if that makes sense, but then, yeah, it's just been a lot because I came to the realization that I find that I don't continue anything long enough to start seeing results. I always go midway and it's like, this midway, I'm going hard. And then I just reach a point and I just get very comfortable with that. over like being better and being better and being better. And then after that, I kind of just crash and then I lose interest. And especially with the gym, because it's like, you know how everyone is like, oh, go to the gym. Like there's this gym PR that is just going on. Like I feel like it has been there. And then I guess it was me giving into the like social acceptance of it, if that makes sense. Like the, oh yeah, I go to the gym. Oh yeah, I go to the gym. But it's like, oh yeah, I am going to the gym. But it's like, what am I doing? You know, do you know what I mean? I feel like I wasn't actually putting in like effort or going hard enough or just pushing myself beyond what I can or have been doing. And then I quit. So I just noticed this pattern and then this was just me coming out of it. Yeah, check out my Substack article. I spoke about it, but yeah, it feels so weird actually talking about it. There are some things I find easier to write than to talk about on my podcast. So it's like I will mention like, yeah, this is a brief synopsis, but like actually going into it, I feel like I'm so bare. This is hashtag very vulnerable. But yeah. And then lastly, I watched Materialist a while ago, but I wrote a review about it, which is also on my Substack. But there was just something from the movie that I took away, and then it has been keeping me up at night. Because if you haven't noticed, I love movies. I don't know if I'm a cinephile. I don't know if I'm cinephile level, but I definitely love movies. And it's like one thing about me, I'm going to take notes. I have a notes from movies page and I have a notes from books page. And it's like, they be getting filled every time I see something like insightful or profound. Like, I just put it there because I meditate on it often. And then the one I'm meditating on is this one. I'm going to read it. Love is the last religion, the last country, the last surviving ideology. So what else really is there to believe in when you get lost? And I know you'll be lost at times. It's life. When you're lost, the answer is simple. Just go where love is. And it's like, put this on a t-shirt. Put this on a t-shirt. Like, I love this so much. I just love it so much. And it's like, yeah, guys, love is the last religion. At the end of the day, it is even the most common thing across all of the religions, I believe. But that is how I will be ending this episode. I hope I have given you something to think about as well. Welcome to Kumbaya Corner. It is never ever a boring day or not a learning. It's always a learning day over here. It's always a chill day. It's always calm. Like, just get yourself a drink and chill. Listen to my voice and just, I don't know, share my thoughts with me. Share your thoughts with me. Talk about just what has been keeping you intellectually ignited. Let's just have a good time. Thank you guys for listening. See you next time. Bye.